Hey everyone, today I have a couple subs up for comparison. We have the SVS SB3000 and SB4000, a couple of heavy hitters with many similarities, but a few key differences that may sway you one way or another. Let's look at the SB3000 first. This unit falls in the middle of the SVS lineup. It's a sealed enclosure, a very nice compact unit comprised of reinforced MDF. I would say it's actually very compact considering this does have a 13-inch driver. For comparison, here's a picture of the 3000 and 4000 lined up with a PB2000 and SB1000. The driver itself is an aluminum vented cone with a composite fiber dust cap. It's made to be lightweight and provide extreme accuracy. The cabinet is essentially a cube without the included metal grille, and it comes in at 54 pounds. Mine is shown in piano gloss black. Black ash is also available as an option, but I actually prefer the gloss. But you should consider that it is a fingerprint magnet if these will be handled very often. The SB4000 loses the compact nature of the 3000 and replaces it with essentially sheer weight. The SB4000 comes in a little over 102 pounds, nearly double the weight of the 3000. Although the sub is still considered small when compared to its ported siblings, you will need a little more room to house this model. The driver size is not all that different, coming in at 13.5 versus 13 inches, but at a quick glance between the two, you will see substantial build changes, such as a 25-pound magnet on the 3000 and a 40-pound on the 4000. The 4000 also does not use aluminum in the driver. Instead, they went with a composite cone and glass fiber dust cap. The SB3000 is powered by the Sledge STA800D2 Class D amp. It produces a healthy 800 watts RMS and 2500 peak power. If we continue to look at the amp, we will notice that this sub only accepts line level input signals. Most of you are likely to only be using the LFE input, but I always think it's nice to include high level inputs for more connectivity options, such as some of the previous models had. The amplifier in the 4000 is also a Sledge amp, but this one is rated at 1200 watts RMS and 4000 watts peak. When looking at the back of the 4000, you will notice a few more options. It has XLR input and output connectors, as well as trigger on and off connectors. This may become useful for serious home theater enthusiasts. The DSP module equipped in both models provides signal control and equalization functions that allow you to modify the response for best results. The DSP module provides precise, low-pass filter control in 1 Hz steps, phase control from 0 to 180 in single steps, as well as gain control. Another useful tool in this series is the 3-channel parametric equalization and room gain compensation. All of these features allow you to more easily fine-tune the placement of your sub and possibly allow for more flexibility as well. As far as controlling these features, you have 2 options. You can navigate the rear panel, which is simple and well thought out, or what I actually prefer would be to download the SVS app and connect to the sub over Bluetooth. This will allow you to sit in your listening position and adjust and modify your sound to your liking. The app is required to truly utilize many of the key features within the DSP, such as crossover slopes, parametric equalization, and room gain compensation, also saving your presets. One item to note, while the SB3000 allows 2 methods of control, the app and phone, the SB4000 also offers a remote. I find the most useful feature of the remote is presets. You can control options such as home theater, music, and nighttime if you need less bass. It should also be noted that these subs will not have a way to measure your in-room response. You will need to use an external mic such as a UMIC and likely REW software to fine-tune your equalization settings. I put the SB3000 and 4000 to the test in a 2-channel configuration as well as home theater. First, I would like to talk about the 2-channel. The subs are paired with a KLH Model 5s and an Audiolab 6000A. The source will be the Audiolab 6000N streamer, playing Amazon HD tracks, a BIC 960 turntable with a Shure M91 ED and Gico stylus, as well as the Audiolab CD transport. The integrated amplifier has no bass management built in, so I was relying completely on the SVS DSP for tuning. I ran RU and found a suitable location for the subs with a relatively flat curve. I then went into the app and basically tamed a couple peaks and also some nulls with some equalization. The 3000 performed. It presented with tight and powerful bass. Weak on the AGR album The Click builds into a deep bass tone in the chorus that will demonstrate the amp and driver's output. Santeria by Sublime will float a bass line throughout the song that will have the driver busy as well. During this, I quickly realized I had the gain too high, although this also demonstrated just how much bandwidth is actually available in these subs. Another thing I'd like to point out is these subs can punch, but when they need, they can also blend in. An example of this would be the David Bowie song, The Man Who Sold the World, covered by Nirvana. It's a solid example of simply adding more texture and dynamics. Drum hits and bass lines attacked as well as blended. No booming, bloated bass or blurring. All in all, the sub handles 2-channel effortlessly, and at no point did the driver seem stressed or pushed. The 4000 attacked with the same speed and power, but we found a new layer. The deep frequencies were pushing through slightly more. The chest thump was a little more pronounced as well. Drum hits on Nothing Else Matters by Metallica hit a little harder, almost like it put an exclamation point on it. Most of the frequencies in my sound demos could easily be produced by the 3000, but there was definitely a notable change in hardware between the two. I moved on to the home theater. The subs are connected to a Denon 4000 series receiver and calibrated with Odyssey XT32. In LFE mode, the low-pass filter is disabled, allowing the subs to really breathe. I moved both subs through the same familiar scenes in Ready Player One, A Quiet Place, and Interstellar. The 3000 was able to dish out deep thundering bass in scenes, but also articulated enough to add in character and details to whatever you are watching. The 3000 is small in size, but is capable of pressurizing a room, letting you feel the subsonic frequencies with ease. My listening room is open and large, and this sub can punch well above its footprint. The 4000 in the same configuration stood out more in the home theater setting. The LFE tracks highlighted what this sub can really do. Absolutely pound out deep, tactile bass, with no distortion or signs of slowing down. So when it comes down to it, what are my final thoughts here? The SB3000 is probably the sub to buy if you have space limitations. You will not miss out on a lot. It will likely do all you would expect from the sealed enclosure. The 3000 is also likely your best bet if 2-channel listening is your primary focus. The advantages of the 4000 over the 3000 are not well highlighted in 2-channel listening, in my opinion. If home theater is the primary objective, I would give this to the SB4000. It truly hits harder and with more authority on the deeper notes. It also has hardware capabilities such as XLR inputs and outputs. If you could only have one and either were in your budget, I would also lean to the 4000. It hits the sweet spot on power, size, and features. It can easily handle home theater as well as 2-channel. If I had the option of 2 SB3000s or 1 SB4000, I would hands down take the 2 3000s for both home theater and 2-channel listening. It's hard to compete with 2 great subs filling all the room nodes. Both of these subs are great, and I would have no problems recommending them to anyone. Another item of note is the support you will receive when you purchase SVS equipment. The staff is well equipped to answer any setup questions or concerns with their products. They also offer a 45-day in-home trial with free shipping, just to give you an idea of their confidence. It is also followed up with a 5-year warranty. Well, that's all I have for today, so thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. See ya!